Now, we, of course, are on the back of another massacre in Gaza by the Israeli military, where we have seen the numbers climb and daily more people being announced dead following the Israeli campaign against Palestinian resistance forces. However, a mythology which has taken hold and been widely disseminated in the media sphere has been this idea that misfired rockets are responsible for the deaths of Palestinians. Actually, the Israeli military originally claimed that the 5 children who were killed in the graveyard visiting the grave of their grandfather could have been killed by misfired rockets. But just recently, in the last 24 hours, the Israeli military has admitted that it was responsible for these dead children. Also, in addition to that, you've seen the Associated Press, in a very servile nature, join the chorus of what the Israeli military has said, going as far as to state that close to 1/3 of the Palestinians who died in the latest outbreak of violence between Israel and Gaza militants may have been killed by errant rockets fired by the Palestinian side. Well, I did some interesting digging into the writers involved in this article, and what I found is that all three of the writers involved in this article, from Tia Goldenberg to Joseph Krauss to the writer which they mention at the end, Ilan Ben Zion, all three of these people have worked for the Times of Israel. Some of them currently work for the Times of Israel. Now, the Times of Israel was not only founded, but is also funded by Seth Klarman. Now, Seth Klarman, through his Klarman Family Foundation, funds the Israeli intelligence think tank, the INSS, which is led by former head of Israeli intelligence, and also funds the settler group Elad. Closer to home in rainy England, Seth Klarman also has funded the David Horowitz Freedom Center, which employed Tommy Robinson and even Katie Hopkins. So, of course, this would put major question marks on the any neutrality of the writers of this article for the Associated Press. Of course, we also can't forget that the Associated Press's own office was destroyed by the Israeli military in May 2021.